are starting our event in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hello. Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It's the NGO CSW Forums, the 66th years. Wow, it's really hard to believe that this single forum has already run for 66 years, and every year you can see it just like progressing, improving itself, and seeing more and more interesting topic about women's empowerment coming up from all these different countries. And today, our topic here is women's economic empowerment in Asia, from self-recognition to making social impact. Our hosts for the event today include Kaohsiung Tien-Ching Women Wish Association and Here Gong Ho Association. Kaohsiung Tien-Ching Women Association means that after the rain, skies will finally like skies always be like skies will always be open. So they want to show like how things will always be better if we support each other and just stand with each other when we're during our bad time of life. And here Gong Ho means the prosperity of ourselves. So if we all work together in NGOs, here Gong Ho Association believes that all the people we work with, we help, can actually live a better life. The event is also organized by Social Affairs Bureau of the Kaohsiung City Government. So they're actually working on a lot of women empowerment work on the local level and community level. And thank you, Kaohsiung City Government, for your support. I would like to first introduce myself. My name is Vivian. I'm the co-managing director of Girls in Tech Taiwan, which is a global nonprofit. We have our headquarters in San Francisco, and I'm right now the head of chapter in Taiwan. And I used to work in Foundation for Women's Rights Promotion and Development, which is where I'm at right now, doing this live stream. There are two distinguished guests I need to introduce today. The first one is Ye Yuru Fujuzang, Deputy Director General of Social Affairs Bureau of Kaohsiung City Government. I'm just checking if she's here. Okay, if no, I'll say hi to everyone for her. Hi from the Deputy Director General. She's like super supportive for this event. And the other one is Sunny Huang, Vice Director of the Foundation for Women's Rights Promotion and Development. Huang Lingxiang副执行长. Is she here online? Okay, I guess no, but that's good enough. So So those are our two great supporter for this event. And I hope you'll enjoy the event very much, like I think I'll do. So the priority theme of CSW 66 this year is achieving gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls in the context of climate change, environmental and disaster risk reduction policy and programs. And I guess today, for us, we are quite aligned with the topic because we have four amazing speakers that represent their own community and how they empower their community with the skills or training program they have. The event will start with four different speakers introducing their foundation, their organizations, and what they do. And then we will have a QA session for about 30 minutes. So if you have any questions for the speakers, please leave your question in the chat box of our Zoom meeting, or you can also ask the question directly after their talk during our QA time. So during their sharing, please stay muted and do not disturb the speakers. The QA time will be barely enough for everyone to interact with the speakers. Also, this event will be live streamed on YouTube. So if any of your friends or people in your organization is actually looking to join the event, but they couldn't, they just couldn't participate in this Zoom meeting at the same right here, right now, it would be great if we can share the YouTube channel with them so that they can also participate and learn from our amazing speakers. Our event will be recorded by us and publicly displayed on our YouTube channel, the YouTube channel of Foundation for Women's Rights Promotion and Development and the Kaohsiung Tien-Ching Women Wish Association. So do not record. We will be the one recording and share the document with you. Great. I guess now it's time for us to start. I would like to welcome our very first speaker. She is the supervisor of Kaohsiung Tien-Ching Women Wish Association. Her name is Frisa. And Frisa will be talking about how Tien-Ching use their massage treatment skill training program to empower women in a local level. Let's welcome Frisa.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Frisa Huang, the supervisor of Kaohsiung Tien-Ching Women Wish Association from Taiwan. And we also have the chairman and lovely sisters on site in Kaohsiung. Each time when I went to Kaohsiung, the sisters always greet me with energetic energy. At the beginning of this session, I want to bring you vitality and energy from our sisters. So, my sisters, it's your turn. 高雄现场在哪里？请把静音打开。高雄现场，请把静音打开。Okay, one more time. Okay, I will show you the vitality and energy from our sister. Okay, it's your turn, my sisters from Kaohsiung. Let's go. Vitality and energy from our sister. Okay, it's your turn, my sisters from Kaohsiung. 来，启动生命的亮。With us, one more time. Okay, have you felt the enthusiasm of Southern Taiwan? Are you curious about how to make our sisters become so energetic and confident from the dilemma of divorce, marriage, and employment difficulties, continued companionship, in the process of economic empowerment and awareness building is the key. Would you please 高雄现场可以关掉静音吗？谢谢。
静音这里吗？不是我们这儿关的。
Okay, you must have found that we call each other sisters, whether it is a divorced, widowed, marital distress, or middle-aged and elderly sisters who are struggling with employment difficulties and financial difficulties. When she asks for help, we call her sister rather than client. We won't say that Tien-Ching is a family, but we are like siblings who can support each other. In the process of life, anyone may encounter difficulties in difficulties, but as a sister, we will accompany you through and to develop a sisterhood of mutual support so that we can see the sunshine after the rain, just like our Chinese name, Tien-Ching. Mention to women economic empowerment. We aren't solely a vocational training facility. However, single skill training is not enough to support psychological recovery, preparation for the future, and the demands of life. Companionship and empowerment should not end with the completion of training courses. But the key point is to establish their feeling of self-worth and the ability to handle and resolve issues, as well as instill in them the value of resilience and maturity. In order to achieve the goals of economic independence, emotional independence, knowledge independence, independence of mobility, and independence of character. We can see the sisters' difficulties in economic self-reliance, such as efficient employment, competitiveness, out of touch, or we say out of time, still have trauma or inferiority issue, poor economic conditions, and a lack of interpersonal and social resources. For them, it is not easy to return to the official workplace. So we thought if we could find a suitable entrepreneurial opportunity for the sisters, that would be another way to help them to achieve economic self-reliance. 15 years have already passed since our formation in 2007. The majority of our sisters are middle or older aged women who have stayed single or gotten divorced. By the away or single mothers, they must gain economic independence if they wish to live worry-free in old age. And equally important is their physical health. By taking care of their bodies, they can reduce social costs and the burden of care for family members. Why choose Meridian massage skill? Because of it is great business entry option for a woman and based on the following advantages. First, health is wealth. It is a livelihood that promotes wellness and can both take care of herself and others. Besides, it also has the advantage of being a highly mobile one-person operation with flexible work hours that doesn't require heavy labor, even regardless of educational background, just with a home hub in hand. Our sister can earn a living she can. So, what's the Meridian massage? I will show you. Let's see how our sisters make a living with this technology. And we have Kaohsiung, our sisters in Kaohsiung, and show online with you. Okay, in the stream, you can see the boots, a toolkit with pre-sterilized home combs, and a chaise lounge, a bench, both hands, and our friendly greeting. Okay, slowly to our sisters. Okay, Do you suffer from insomnia and headaches? Get a head massage. Now our sisters will show you how the head massage is. Okay, if you get a head massage where we will relieve you of all your stress and the sorrows to improve sleep quality. And after the head massage, okay, turn to the other side. Other sister, okay, you can see another sisters. She will do the eye massage for us. The eye care with just 10 minutes. You see, just 10 minutes. And she can brighten and freshen your eyes. Don't underestimate these 10 minutes by charging 150 NT dollars for each 10 minutes session. If one of our sisters scheduled 10 sessions a day, she will have enough to pay for her meals. Okay, let's move the camera to another one. Go. Slowly, slowly go. Okay, we can see another sister stand here for us. What did she do? She was brushing the back of the wooden comb and can let the body relax. This is a favorite service of elders, and you don't even have to remove your shirt, and we'll get more comfortable after that. Meanwhile, we can also loosen up your shoulders and neck, which is a common ailment among today's office workers. If so, feel free to come make an appointment with us after our presentation. In other words, Meridian massage are a service that can be obtained at a reasonable price. Our sisters can build a reputation for themselves from technique alone without the pressure of selling other services or products. And there are no questioning the quality of their service. How it works. The Tien-Ching's extensive support system, including
Hey, Frieza. Hey, Frieza. Hey, Frieza. Okay, I guess we lost her.
advanced courses.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
Okay. Plus
Yeah.
plus a 20-hour refresher training course. During training, students can apply for a 3-hour time slot each week to practice their skills at our headquarters. We also have an hour-long post-class experience sharing session where students can self-reflect and talk with others. Entrepreneurship companion counseling program, including individual in entrepreneurship counseling, hold related courses such as comprehensive continued learning on topics including sexual harassment prevention techniques, leadership skills, and gender equality, and setting up a station at the Women's Center in Tien-Ching, offering massage service. Moreover, we offer rental space within our headquarters to reduce operating costs, and further, grouping individual business together to build a brand named Coming Hen Brand, 松道家, so that we can increase their visibility and marketing effectiveness. Training paths of our sisters, not only be a masseuse, but can also become a lecturer. From trainees after receiving basic and professional training and internships, they can become a qualified masseuse, but they can also have the potential to become teachers. If you can give them more training opportunity and stage, they can gradually grow from mentoring sisters in the classroom and teaching community healthcare. So, the growth and development of our sisters through the training process, not only in terms of job skills, but also in the transformation of their character. Our sisters gain strength from their expanded social, family, and friend networks, knowing they are not alone. First, by interacting with others, our sisters can become aware of a shift in interpersonal relationships. We actively talk to and listen to our sisters, giving them the opportunity to practice communicating with others, as well as emphasizing with others around them. Through feedback,
台湾办的啊
sharing, and integrating as one's own.
有时候他们要求这样，
Big sisters selflessly share their experiences with other members, creating a mutual supportive atmosphere. And third, our sisters' determination and attitude toward working hard to change themselves also impacts their family members, while their learned job skills can also be used to support their family. They can strengthen family relationship. Fourth, it turns out that I'm not a useless person who can't learn anything. I can face the difficulties of marriage and work. By gaining knowledge and job skills, our sister can slowly rebuild their confidence and gradually mend their hearts. So, this economically empowering Meridian Massage Skills Training Program not only gives these women the skills to earn a living. More importantly, they can regain their confidence and smiles during the training process alongside their sisters. With a single massage tool in hand, they can face the latter half of their lives with hope. From recipient to givers. Graduates of our program are no longer limited to the role of recipient in need. Rather, the gaining of massage techniques and a better rounded character give these women the opportunity to not only support themselves, but also bring happiness to learn skills to help others, which is another added benefit. Allowing sisters with the capacity to aid others to experience feelings of reward and satisfaction. Therefore, giving our sisters the skills to give back to the community and aid others to participate in their community by learning, sharing, and giving back is a vital part of our empowerment program. As a result, we invite our sisters along with us to remote areas and communities to offer our service to the local elders who look forward fondly to our visits. During these visits, we offer massages while simultaneously promoting gender equality wellness. By giving back to the public through our services and earning a positive response from the community, we have created a virtuous feedback loop. Additionally, we provide relaxation and stress relief services for family caregivers who are physically and mentally exhausted. We also teach them basic self-care techniques as well as simple massage movements for their family members. Moreover, we offer massage courses for nannies, female prisoners, and women in shelter homes to give them an additional professional skill, granting them the opportunity for even more women to attain independence through Meridian massage. We hope that this set of skills be used not only by our sisters, but also act as a beacon of light for other disadvantaged groups and professionals in their quest for self-care and career development. Reflection on our future. last year, we are suffered a major impact from the ravages of COVID-19. Because epidemic prevention should always come first, we should reduce direct contact with others so that our sisters couldn't provide services and the livelihood has been affected. And we also have been unable to hold classes, and it's difficult to conduct our training online. In addition, since the implementation of the program, there will still be a loss of trained personnel. And we keep thinking that to what extent do we accompany our sisters in their entrepreneurial process? And how do we maintain our sisters' cohesion for the continued promotion of community service? Thank you for listening and humbly request your advice.
Thank you, Frieza. That's amazing. I feel like I need a massage right now. And I do want to participate in one of your workshops when I go to Kaohsiung. Thank you so much for sharing. That's very inspiring. Okay, up next, we are having our second speaker, Yi-Ya Liao. She's the co-founder of Sunny Rush Studio, and she will be talking about the original intention to inherit women's rush craftsmanship, recreate the glory of the craft woman, and a new look of rush weaving industry. Sounds pretty impressive, right? Let's welcome Ya.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ya, and I'm a co-founder of Sunny Rush, a studio from Yunli Township in southwestern Miaoli County, Taiwan. Okay, today I'd like to share with you all our story of how we revived the traditional craft of weaving in Taiwan. In the central coastal region of Taiwan, the rush weaving industry once brought prosperity to the local economy. It even stood as Taiwan's most dominant specialty export over 6 decades ago. With over 90% of women in the area participating in weaving work, sadly, as industrial development gradually overshadowed traditional handcrafts, the industry fell into decline for a period of 30 to 40 years. 13 years ago, I was still a third-year design student. I came to Yunli with one of my professors to complete a design project. And it was then I first encountered this traditional art form. At the time, most of the women with rush weaving skills were between the ages of 60 to 90. Not only was there a severe lack of trained talent, but the selling price of their products barely offsets labor costs. Some even tried to engage in price wars with imported straw-woven goods, which follow weakened the incentive for youth to take up rush weaving. I was very worried that if this continued on, we would end up losing such a precious Taiwanese asset. Therefore, after graduating, I joined the local community development associations as a project manager. I assisted the community in writing government subsidy proposals and securing sufficient funds to promote the industry. This picture shows rush weaving products from the earlier days. About a decade ago, this style was deemed to be less in line with the needs of modern people, making it more difficult to sell and promote. During my time in this community organization, I also tried to introduce rush weaving to a larger audience through new product designs, organizing exhibitions, and expanding sales channels. But I came to realize that relying on government subsidies wasn't a sustainable, long-term solution. If these subsidies shrank, it would be very likely that we would lose our jobs, and it wouldn't be possible for us to continue doing what we loved. And so I came up with the idea of starting a business. I want to establish a business model that could allow for the sustainable development of the rush weaving industry. In 2016, my husband and I jointly founded our brand Sunny Rush. We embarked on our entrepreneurial journey with the dream to continue to pass on this beautiful artistic legacy and to provide craftsmen with a better working environment. Establish a healthy industrial environment and creating economic value for your products are crucial to the sustainable preservation of traditional techniques. Our work mainly consists of product development, brand management, non-toxic cultivation of rush, documentation of weaving techniques, and the passing on of techniques. We are fully committed to the restoration of the complete industrial chain, which includes everything from rush cultivation, processing and distribution of raw materials, collaborations with craftsmen, brand marketing to skill transmission. We have also created a more ideal and stable work environment for our craftsmen by offering to purchase their products at rates higher than market price. Through our product designs, we hope to bring rush weaving back into people's lives. Our products are the way with which we communicate with consumers. It's only when we've made products good enough to catch the attention of consumers that we can have the opportunity to convey to them our company's purpose. Therefore, we've placed a lot of effort into combining rush with different materials to create various products that are more consistent with the needs of modern consumers. We don't want consumers to support us because they are sympathetic towards the sunset industry. We want them to buy our products because they truly love them. Behind our beautiful products was a silent group of craftsmen. By promoting Sunny Rush, we hope to stabilize the industry and create a better industrial environment than in the past. Then, let's watch a video first.
另编工艺其实在我们台湾这片土地上已经发展快将近300年的历史了。那它曾经也是台湾非常特殊，就是它是一个少数以女性为主要生产力的一个产业。像就是一顶令草帽的诞生，它其实需要经过非常多的步骤，从草料的选择，今天是要编一顶比较粗犷的帽子，或是比较细致的帽子，它都必须精挑细选它所要使用的原料的细致度。挑选到适合的原料之后，它还要用缝衣针，就是一根一根的去把它剖开。剖完之后，它可能还要经过捶打，然后才能够开始进行编织。 编织的步骤其实也非常复杂，包含从圆形的起底，然后到你要去添草，你要去做任何的转折，这都是非常考验工艺师他的手力。在经过就是收编之后，它还要有热压整烫的一个过程。
Okay, let's pause this video here and back to my PowerPoint. On our product text, you will be surprised to find the signature of the craftsman that made that item. We hope that they can feel proud of their artisanship. While promoting the industry, we've also been investing in the non-toxic cultivation of brush. By not using pesticides or chemical fertilizers, we hope to return the land to a healthier state so that even stronger and sturdier brush can be grown. Throughout this process, we've also had to face the dilemma of having our rush farmers retire. So we've also learned how to handle rush after harvest, which includes sun dry and grading quality. This was something we didn't expect to be doing when we first started our business. But in order to keep this industry running, we can only continue to learn things that we didn't know before. As for the passing along of techniques, we offer free training sections to women aged 50 to 60 years ago. Currently, we are collaborating with certified craftsmen who are paid on a per unit basis. We are also often invited to neighboring communities to teach weaving to local women. Sometimes we've discovered that these women aren't motivated by the extra income, but rather are learning with the intent to enrich themselves. For the elderly, rush weaving can also be a kind of exercise that is beneficial to their physical and mental health. For school, we've also collaborated with local elementary schools to arrange for upper year students to participate in the growing of rush. Once the material is harvested, students are also invited to take part in the sun drying, grading, and weaving processes, as well as selling their own products at school charity events. We believe this to be a very meaningful grassroots lesson, and we hope that we can continue to develop even more initiatives with schools once the COVID-19 pandemic has ended. Thanks to the collective efforts of all of our team members, more people have come to know about rush weaving, be it through our products, exhibitions, or hands-on activities. We've succeeded in bringing this traditional art form into the modern era. We will continue to work harder to further grow the rush weaving industry so that we can allow all who participate in this work to gain a heartfelt sense of joy and accomplishment. Rush weaving might be just one small industry in Taiwan, but I hope that everyone who joined us for this talk today can remember that there is a group of people here in Taiwan working diligently to preserve this craft. Thank you for your attention, and we welcome you all to come visit us in Yuanli Township someday. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's just amazing. I noticed that you have done so many things for Rush Living, from product branding to farming and even weaving techniques and also training programs. That's just really impressive how one organization can do so much and just remind us that we are actually all very, very capable of doing things with our own power. Okay, next, I would like to welcome our third speaker, Emily Wang, the CEO of Baichong Ran Foodstuff. It's a social enterprise. What she will be introducing is a leaf lifts an entire tribe, ethnic diet, Taiwan Aboriginal women livelihood support, and tribal industry development in Taiwan. Let's welcome Emily. Let's welcome Emily. Okay, I guess we're still waiting for Emily to come online. Emily, remember, you gotta turn your mic on, or otherwise we won't be able to hear you. Oh, at the same time, I guess I can remind everyone that if you have any questions for the previous speakers, you can now put it in the chat box of our Zoom meeting room. So, do I have Emily here?
Hello.
Hi, Emily.
Here. Hey. Hello. Hello.
Hi. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Emily. Founder of Baichong Ran Foodstuff. Our company is Aboriginal company organized. The topic I would like to share you today is using a life to support a village. Okay. We come from Jingfeng Jialan village in Jingfeng Township, which is located in Shenran region in Taichung County. The population is comprised of Taiwanese indigenous people, of which 18.5 are Taiwan, 10% Lukai, and 5% for the other tributes. Let us watch a short video that will introduce everyone to Jingfeng Jialan village and our company culture.
Hey, Emily, you're not sharing your screen. We can't really see the video right now. Hi, Emily，听得到吗？你现在没有在分享画面哦。
Wait.
Yeah, wait a second. Since that we have some technical issue, just want to remind that the first and second presenters of our event today, they actually have their services available, the massages and also the weaving. So if any of you is interested in like buying their services or products, you're all welcome to just contact them after the event. It's gonna be amazing. So Emily, 现在有画面了吗？ Can you share your screen right now? Yes. Yes. Now you're sharing. Cool. Go ahead. You might want to turn the voice up. The volume is 你的声音可能要大声一点哦。
最大声的。
好。它好像完全没有声音，应该是对，应该是分享的东西。但没关系，我们可以把这个影片给大家。哦，有。
Oh, we will again. OK， 再一次。
Abad na babayan inabay no masilason
一片叶子很重，因为承载着部落的命脉。部落女性集结在一起，所撑起的是无数个家庭与生命。一片叶子很轻，可以带着部落的心语飞往各地。我们将传统手工业升级至系统化心语。我们把阿拜传递到5个国家、30个城市的人，延续守护部落的精神，维持一贯的初心。我们不仅走出台湾，也飞向国际。
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So we watch the video is women empowerment in the traditional food. We come from Jalan village, organize those women in the Abai. Abai is a traditional Taiwanese like is 粽子, like is 粽子. We mean million rice dumpling. Okay, so we view Aboriginal women as the main caretakers of household in economic, so responsible for the million of housework for the women. Even so, women still have their own dream in their life. Avai is an Aboriginal food similar like 粽子, a traditional Chinese dish, also known as a thick rice dumpling. It's common in Taiwan and the local Aboriginal food. We took note of the history of our Aboriginal and Abai. We invite the women of tributes to make Abai by hand, so that various generations could take part of in the passing on of not just handcrafting skill, but also the transmission of our food culture. Okay, we invite 5 people, your sister, older, and elder, so we can take mental type. Women in the Aboriginal is not only caregiving, but also they can leadership and working incentive of their occur in the workplace. Older sister active and mentor to younger sister, teaching them about tribal culture and how to make avai. They learn the skill those doing from the preparation in the ingredient to a sample thing in place. To the active person of the avai, sister take part in one by one or one-to-one mentor member to food SOPs, becoming each other mentor and the parent will also passing on traditional skill to bring spirit to in others. And we also work sharing models. Coming from the same Aboriginal background and sharing economic perpetuator, the generation sister of our tribute up of to each other, though discussing on their life goal and the self experience. Like older sister guide to younger sister in reflecting on tips such as Aboriginal organize. The real women play in family income independent issues and the self relations. By sharing their own experience, the older sister can give your younger sister advice as well as a space of reflection. Okay, so when you work with by others, we can see every woman life story in organized. So we take off life workshop to each other conversation to our company. So everyone life story can respect and in the empowerment very very important recognized. So in to the positive social impressions is very important to the women. So the 白种人 is to, for example, Aboriginal women is very empowered and strong to the organize. So, okay, we have the very various generation like children, youth, old, and adult. The children, they can teach your advice skill to each children. So the kindergarten to leave children which they can conversation to advise culture and advise which how to eat, and the youth is Aboriginal product to advise introduce, and the adult woman you can you can web and the live show to placing on other live content to advise. Okay, the man, the adult man, they can the part in farm work and learn to the teach to live means la vidu teach and this skill. The tribal aider has a farming working in person to continue our to the la vidu lives to the skill knowledge. Okay, this is my partner. 然后and then we come from Taichung. We means power with women's power and the generation celebration to Taichung. Thank you for listening. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Thank you, Emily. That was amazing. It's really impressive how you are using like rice dumpling as one of the ways to like really empower women in the local, really local level. Thank you again for your sharing. That's very insightful. Next, I would like to welcome our last speaker for today. She is a speaker from the Philippines. Her name is Sonia S. Lipo. She's the Executive Director of the Partnerships and Linkages Office, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. And she will be sharing us she will be sharing with us a really, really special project called STAR program for women's economic empowerment. Let's welcome Sonia.
To the organizers of this forum, to my fellow guest speakers and participants, a blessed day to each and every one of you. The topic of my discussion is entitled Investing in Women Through Quality Assured Skills Training and the Golden Triangle Partnership. I am Director Sonia S. Lipio, Executive Director of the Partnership and Linkages Office of the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA. It is truly an honor to be one of the guest speakers here today. Let me first introduce my organization. TESDA is a Philippine government agency established through the enactment of Republic Act 7796, whose mandate is to enhance, promote, and develop the skills of the Filipino middle-level workforce. As we give importance to women empowerment and divorce, I would like to discuss one of the most gender-inclusive programs of TESDA, the Sari-Sari Store Training and Access to Resources, or STAR program, made possible by the combined efforts and sustained commitment of partners. The gender mainstreaming approach is the winning formula over the 10 years implementation of the STAR program across the Philippines. Gender and development was practiced at different stages of the STAR program, from planning to programming, budgeting, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation. The STAR program made use of the Golden Triangle Partnership, a close collaboration among the government through TESDA and local government units, the private companies, Coca-Cola Philippines, and the microfinancing and civic society organizations like the microfinancing institutions and the NGO. The STAR program has empowered more than 250,000 women starpreneurs to become more self-confident in managing and sustaining their business. The program capacitated women to actively participate in the micro-retail sector to improve their standard of living, help in job creation, and build the economy. TESDA believes that if more women are given the opportunity to earn decent income, then more women will be able to uplift the quality of lives of their families. The ripple effect of helping women achieve economic empowerment will contribute to a viable solution towards breaking poverty cycles, creating sustainable families, communities, and businesses. Women entrepreneurs are the fastest growing segment in the community of small business. Because of this, wider and greater access to assistance are made available to them. Providing trainings like the STAR program to women opens up avenues for resources to expand and sustain their business that will help level the playing field so that they could succeed. We want to give you a glimpse of what is a sari-sari store. In the Philippines, the sari-sari store and its sachet economy has been part of the Philippine culture for decades. In a country where
Okay, I guess we're having some
poverty
technical
is
issue.
evident.
The video is not playing in as well as we think it will. It's pausing right now. Also, a quick reminder, if you have any questions for the speakers, please feel free to leave your comment or question in our chat box in the Zoom meeting room. And also you have a chance. Whoa, okay, it started.
The variety store caters to the microeconomy by making it possible for people to buy products in retail such as shampoo, conditioners, and other sundry items by the sachet, like spices in small packets, good for one batch of rice meals for a small family. These small-scale retail outlets, known as the sari-sari stores or carinderias, are found in nearly every street or corner in the country. Such stores are often managed by women, usually mothers who tend to their families, as well as the stores embedded or found in their homes. To a lot of Filipino women, the sari-sari store has become a symbol of economic empowerment, which helps its learners strike the balance between augmenting their family's financial needs and having the time to care for their children and households. In a country where many live below the poverty line, the sari-sari store serves as a bridge between the have-littles and their daily needs at prices they can afford. May I present to you a brief audiovisual presentation of the STAR program's milestones and journey through the years.
Over the 10 years of program implementation, the Coke Testa STAR program was implemented across the Philippines, made possible by the combined effort and sustained commitment of partners since the program started in 2011. This is the secret formula for the success of the program. The partnerships among private, public, and civil society organizations, or what is called the Golden Triangle Partnership. From partnership between Coca-Cola Philippines and Testa was forged to develop a training program designed so that women sari-sari store and karinderya owners can make their micro businesses more profitable and sustainable. In 2011, the pilot run of the program was conducted in Palawan with Testa Region 4B. In that year alone, the program reached 4,200 women micro-retailers, and the program saw the potential of taking the initiative nationwide. The training design in place and partnerships with LGU is continuously growing. A new set of partners were brought in to help provide access to resources for the graduates in North Luzon
Okay. I guess right now we can pause the video for a second and for it to to download for a bit so that we have a smoother experience watching this video. But in the meantime, also another reminder, if you have any questions, oh, there's already someone asking questions. Okay, I'll collect it and ask our speakers after the presentation.
and the Visayas region.
Hey, Frieza, just checking. Do you want us to keep playing the video, or is it okay if we pause the video for a second and take one question and for the video to download? Hello, Frieza，我问你哦，就是如果现在我们让那个影片跑一下，然后我们先回答一个问题，这样子可以吗？
好，
好好好。刚好有人问天晴问题 ，so someone is asking Tien-Ching Association, are sisters encouraged to run their own business after graduating from the program? 你们的姐妹们在 program 之后是有被授权说他们可以去开他们自己的 business 吗？他们可以做自己的生意吗？
这个部分可以请高雄的我们的伙伴们回答吗？谭姐。
Okay, so Frieza is asking their partner in Kaohsiung to answer the question.
好，大家好。我是高雄天晴协会的理事长。我想跟这个问题回答一下。就是当我们的姐妹技术成熟以后，我们非常非常鼓励他们能够去自行创业。那所谓自行创业，由他们自己决定要做，要在什么样的状况之下去创业。譬如说自己开店，或者是到市场去摆摊，或者是参加我们的送到家，由协会安排帮他们到那个需求的客人家里去服务。那都是我们非常乐见姐妹们的技术能够被肯定，然后让他们能够在经济上面有一个收入，然后让他们的生活更安定，这是我们协会其实是我们最重要的目标。
了解了解。Okay, I'll translate a bit. 那个要麻烦你这边先静音一下，这样子其他人才听得到我的声音。Okay, cool. So here's a quick translation for what she said. basically Tien-Ching very much encourage all their sisters to start their business after the training program. And they believe that after the training program, they will have like really solid skills to start their business either in various of ways. For example, they can open their own store, the whole store for doing massages. They can also do stands in the traditional market. And they can also ask Tien-Ching to assist them with the cooperation with some other places that need their services. So it's very flexible, and they very much encourage all these women to be fully independent after the training program. Yeah, hope that answered your question, Ren. Cool. So she said, comparing with the STAR program in the Philippines, any ideas we can invite more businesses and government resources involved in our local women empowerment programs? Okay. So since we're comparing with our with the STAR program, I guess we need to first understand what's in the program. We haven't really run through that video. So I'll leave that for a while later. Another question. Are sisters encouraged to run their own? Oh, sorry. So it's already answered. Cool. So Frieza, is the video all right, or should I also accept another question? Okay, the video is on. Okay. So now we are heading back to our presentation from Sonia, the STAR program. Okay, okay, is it playing? Okay, this is the golden triangle. I can do that. The golden triangle working with Coca-Cola Philippines. We watched this part, but there seems to be no voices. Yes. Yep, no audio right now. 没有声音. Okay. Okay, we're doing it one more
In 2011,
wow,
the pilot run of the program was conducted in Palawan with TESTA Region 4B. In that year alone, the program reached 4,200 women micro-retailers, and the program saw the potential of taking the initiative nationwide. The training design in place and partnership.
Okay, so if the video is not working very well, I guess we can jump into the question session, and we can ask Sonia some questions about the STAR program so that Sonia can, yeah, great. So Lexi, do you want to share? Or Sonia? Lexi?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonia.
Hello.
Okay. Yes. I think we can just do it in a really casual, me asking you question and you answer for us to understand the program way. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, it's okay. But Lexi, can we just proceed with the PowerPoint presentation so it will be more comprehensive so that others will really understand it very well? Lexi?
Great. That would be amazing. Yes. Okay, so I understand that there's actually a golden triangle in your program, and that seems to be really like one of the most important essence of your program. Can you dive deeper into that essence?
Oh, yes. Good morning to all.
Facing 100.
Yes, here Lexi is starting a screen sharing. We can talk about the iStar program, and initially you wanted to know about the Golden Triangle. Basically, the Golden Triangle, we are into the partnership and linkages. That's the very, so it's really very distracting. But it's basically, we are into partnerships, and we really need our partners to be able to address the mandate of TESDA. So we have here representatives coming from the government, and that's TESDA, and also the local government units and other government agencies as well, like the DTI, for instance, that's the Department of Trade and Industry. And then we also have from the private sector, we have the Coca-Cola Philippines. We have really been a partner of Coca-Cola Philippines way back in the 2011. And together with other partners, we have microfinance institutions and also non-government organizations. So we have the different microfinance institutions like it's presented there, the ASCII. And these microfinance institutions are located in areas in the Philippines. Like for instance, there's one microfinance institution located in Mindanao. That's in Davao. There's another microfinance institution that's located in the Visayas. Okay, because the country is composed of, let's say, clusters from the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. In Metro Manila, we have here the TESDA Women's Center. It's inside the TESDA complex. So our microfinance institutions, there's also, there's one in the Luzon area that's far north. So we have also the NGOs for that matter. So this is the Golden Triangle. Okay,
so
and
keep going.
That's why we call it a Golden Triangle, because from the start of the program, we have been working in the implementation of the STAR program. Let's see PowerPoint presentation. Now,
The Golden Triangle Partnership. From partnership
Yes,
between
the Golden-
Coca-Cola Philippines and TESDA was forged to develop a training program designed so that women sari-sari store and karinderya owners can make their micro businesses more profitable and sustainable. In 2011, the pilot run of the program was conducted in Palawan with TESDA Region 4B. In that year alone, the program reached 4,200 women micro-retailers, and the program saw the potential of taking the initiative nationwide. The training design in place and partnerships with LGUs continuously growing. A new set of partners were brought in to help provide access to resources for the graduates in North Luzon and the Visayas region. In that same year, there was a visit from then the Coca-Cola International President, Amit Bozer, who saw the success of the STAR program in the first 2 years alone. From that visit, the Philippine goal of 100,000 was doubled to 200,000. As the work continued to expand, technology transfer to reputable microfinance institutions and NGOs across the region started. In addition to ASCII and NWTF, the program forged partnerships with a lot of other organizations and institutions in NCR, South Luzon, and Mindanao. As more program partners came in 2016, the STAR program kicked off its partnership with ASA Philippines, a modification of the 5x20 Coke TESDA STAR program curriculum and mode of training delivery suited for the grassroots and far-flung areas of the Philippines. By the end of 2020, the programs reached about 250,000 women entrepreneurs, exceeding the national target to an amazing 125%.
In order to reach more learners and sustain the training program beyond its 10-year timeline, the plan to digitalize the STAR program was already in motion even before the onslaught of the pandemic. Now, STAR has evolved to an online version, the Digitalized Sari-Sari Store Training and Access to Resources or iStar program that can be accessed by any person, anytime, at the TESDA online platform, as a strong manifestation of TESDA's Abot Lahat objective.
The STAR program has been a training regimen for women who are already sari-sari store owners or intends to manage one. Long before the pandemic hit, TESDA and Coca-Cola Philippines initiated plans for the sustainability of the STAR program through the transformation to its digital format now called iStar program, thus making this available to every man and woman in the country as part of the TESDA guiding principle, TESDA Abot Lahat, which means TESDA to reach all. And now, through its digitalized version, the iStar program continues to help a lot of micro-retailers become an entrepreneur through the TESDA online program. Here is a short clip about the iStar program.
Sari-sari stores, sari-saring saya. For years, the micro-retailing industry has played an important role in our economy, sharing the real magic of the world's loved brands with us and their families in every bottle served. Coca-Cola Philippines, in partnership with TESDA, created a program to refresh our fellow kababayans and make a difference, providing business skills, training, and resources, pushing for business resilience and safe economic recovery, paving the way towards women economic empowerment, helping Filipino women access equal opportunities to learn, grow, and earn through the STAR program. When the pandemic happened, more than 50% of micro-retailing businesses were forced to close, putting opportunities for entrepreneurial growth on hold, with limited to no face-to-face interaction. At Coca-Cola Philippines and TESDA, we remain committed to serving equal opportunities to women micro-entrepreneurs despite the distance and challenges. We will continue to refresh the world, make a difference, one empowered micro-entrepreneur at a time. Coca-Cola Philippines and TESDA proudly present you iStar Program, your digital gateway to sari-sari store training and access to resources for Filipino micro-entrepreneurs nationwide.
The pandemic, just like everybody else, required us to revisit the program, particularly on how we can deliver the training modules remotely through digital means and how we can help the micro-retailers pivot their business towards digital. Welcome to the iStar program, where your digital journey awaits.
The iStar program aims to enhance the learning experience of everyone in the micro-retail industry through the use of online learning in our program, connecting micro-retailers to business training resources and microfinancing support, making growth opportunities more accessible and readily available, empowering more Filipino store owners everywhere.
Today, even as we face tremendous changes brought by the pandemic, we at Coca-Cola Philippines remain steadfast in our commitment to support women's economic empowerment. iStar is accessible through an online platform where more women micro-entrepreneurs can take basic entrepreneurship training courses. Let us help you start your entrepreneurship journey. Start your business with us today. Mabuhay!
Ready to start your business today? Join the iStar program in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Register at www.e-tesda.gov.ph and complete the iStar online course modules. Step 2. Avail of our business coaching service, where mentors will help you create and enhance your own business plan. Step 3. Enjoy access to microfinancing, Coca-Cola business support, and peer mentoring from our partners nationwide.
As one of the most gender-responsive collaboration program of the government and the private sector, the program has improved the quality of life of thousands of women across the country. This well-commended initiative has strengthened the skills and opened new opportunities for women to obtain livelihood, especially during this time of pandemic.
To this, we say cheers.
iStar program, we are ready.
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 STAR program, we are ready.
iStar program, we are ready.
iStar program, I am ready.
iStar program, we are ready.
Cheers! The iStar program is a self-paced learning process that caters to all Filipinos who wish to establish or upskill better management of his or her business. The transition of STAR to iStar program makes the program more gender inclusive, but still sustains the support for the economic empowerment of women nationwide. The entrepreneurship training make use of the TESDA online program as a digital platform. The iStar program enables the learners easy access to training in basic entrepreneurship, access to resources, and access to peer mentoring. These three main components align its strategies to meet the skill requirements and the needs of its learners. The training components of the iStar program has 5 learning modules. 1. Building business mindset. 2. Planning the business. 3. Managing business operations. 4. Ensuring business sustainability and success. And Module 5, access to business coaching, resources, and peer mentoring. Due to the onslaught of the pandemic, the iStar program added a Module 0 that included Safe Stores education initiatives, educating the public about personal and public safety protocols that must be undertaken in order to slow the spread of COVID-19. Another module that is being developed is a basic course on online retailing or e-commerce using social media for MSMEs. This module that will also be available in the TESDA online program aims to provide learners basic understanding of online retailing using information and communication technology in their business. Learners who complete the TESDA online program modules can proceed to the business coaching module. This module provides sessions that guide learners in the feasibility of their business plans. As the second component of the iStar program, the learners are provided links to our partner microfinancing institutions who provide access to resources such as loans for their business startup or additional capital. Our MFI partners for the iStar program are As the Philippines Foundation, Inc., the Alalay sa Kaunlaran Microfinance Social Development, Inc., First Community Cooperative, and Negros Women for Tomorrow Foundation. They have been very strong partners in ensuring the sustainability of the program, wherein learners are able to access aids in business resources, providing them links to financial and non-financial assistance and links to Coca-Cola supply chain of wholesale products. One NGO that we also partner with is the Tagum City Council of Women based in Davao del Norte, the home of the Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte. This NGO helps in providing learners access to training and peer mentoring. It is a reality that not all people have access to computers or even know how to use or navigate the online modules. That is the reason why iStar or Techno Hubs were established to help out the computer illiterate learners. One such Techno Hub is the iStar Program Center for Excellence facilities at the TESDA Women's Center located inside the TESDA complex in Metro Manila. Here is the design of the wall at the main hall of the TESDA Women's Center iStar Program Techno Hub. We also see this kind of training hub with our partner microfinance institutions and NGO in the regions. Facilitators are being hired to guide the learners in using the iStar through the digital platform. This is the iStar program Techno Hub in Davao City. The third component of the program is the access to peer mentoring. Our MFI and NGO partners continue to handhold our completers and graduates to enhance their knowledge and entrepreneurial skills through peer mentoring programs. One example is the Philippine Association of Sari-Sari Store Cooperative, or PASCO. PASCO is a cooperative organized by women starpreneurs graduates of the TED Women's Center in Taguig City, Metro Manila. This then expanded to include other women STAR graduates from the districts of Metro Manila and other areas as well. PASCO is actively involved in peer mentoring support. Organizations and networks like these reinforces the entrepreneurial skills and knowledge gained by the additional training that helps reinforce the confidence of the iStar scholars. Empowering and investing in women creates a growing cycle of opportunities for their families, children, and the community as a whole. Women empowerment should be something that learners live with every day by using their skills and abilities for the improvement of their families and communities choosing to unleash their potential. You see, women also reinvest their earnings back into their families, education, and nurturing children, which paves the way for a better future generation that contributes back to the economy. Empowered, confident, trained, and determined Filipina starpreneurs from all over the Philippines are now breaking barriers and growing as empowered women in their communities. The iStar program has built a network of women entrepreneurs who will continue to be pillars of the economy and their communities in the coming years. All thanks to the partnerships with Coca-Cola and other partners. In closing, we are expecting sustainable aspects and strategies in leading to the iStar program's continuity and development. We would like to highlight the iStar program in the international community as an exemplified model initiative for a sustainable community development program. It is good for women to be empowered. It is good for the economy to have empowered women. We rise together as women by lifting each other up. Again, I am Executive Director Sonia Aslipio of TESDA's Partnership and Linkages Office. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonia, for the wonderful presentation. Right now, before jumping into our Q&A session, I would like to invite all of you to turn on your camera. It's time for group photo. Hey, hey. Yes, turn on your camera. We would like to see your faces, your wonderful faces in a beautiful morning. Okay. Is everyone turning on their video? Oh, wow. I can see a lot of people here. We've got Cherry, Irish, Suivan. Right. Hello. Any other people turning their camera on? Okay, I guess some people are just a little bit too shy, but it would be okay. Cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, still waiting for people. Let's wait for another. Let's wait for another 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here we go. It's now time for group photo. So we are taking 3 group photos today. The first one will be us smiling. Okay, just smile, big smile, really, really big smile. Smile. Oh yeah, and then take off your mask if you can. Good reminder. Yes, yes. Okay, I can see people smiling. That's amazing. Okay, the second one, let's do the 66 hand gesture since it's CSW 66 this year. Yes, 66, 66, 66, 66，大家比个66，今年是 CSW 的第66年。Yeah, cool, 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 cool. Do we have our picture already? 很赞，很好。Okay, great. Now, 最后一张照片 the last one. Let's do a heart, okay? A little Korean heart. Sending our love to CSW. Wow, someone is giving out a big heart. Yeah, okay. Yay! So someone wants this, right? Okay, we can do one like this. 我们有一个这个大的爱心 a big heart. 好，有了吗？ Okay, cool. That's amazing. Okay, now we are entering the Q&A session. I would like to welcome all the speakers to turn on your camera and also your audio. And we've already seen a lot of questions rolling in. Okay, let's see. So Rand said, iStar is built on the Golden Triangle, which means to me as the MPO, private business and government work together to make this program well run. It is encouraging information to Taiwan's MPO if we could invite more resources from businesses and government into women's programs. Okay, so that's a comment. That's a comment. Okay, someone is asking that the Philippines has been bringing in government's role in this event. Will Taiwan bring in also government role in this panel? That for me is a no, because like for today, it's basically about the community level of women and how they organize their community. Okay, here's a great question from Cherry. I would like to address this one to Sonia and Tien-Ching. How to define if someone can be an entrepreneur, since it's not a job for everyone. Not everyone is entrepreneurial. Not everyone is so creative, and it's very much a stressful work for people. So how do you define? How do you say one is capable of being an entrepreneur? Sonia, do you want to go first?
Yes, yeah, thank you, Vivian. That's a very good question. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur. TESDA is a government agency, and we do implement training programs for male and female. And you can really, they can go either as a wage employee or as a livelihood entrepreneur. Okay. If you listen well and watch the video about the iStar program, there are actually the modules. Okay, one module from module 0 to module 5, and the very last module is on business coaching. You cannot proceed to module 5 if you will not be able to complete the 4 modules. And you know, the mere fact that you will be able to pass and complete each module and be able to complete the module 4, you will now have the opportunity to go into the business coaching. And the business coaching is the preparation of a business plan, the feasibility. There is a business coach that Coca-Cola and TESDA hires to be able to provide the guidance. You know, from there, you'll be able to see if you are really capable and the possibility of being successful. So not everyone. In fact, our accomplishments right now, there are hundreds of completers, but not all are able to to go through the business coaching. So from there, one can determine already if, you can still proceed. Okay, but what is very important is that each one is given the opportunity to become an entrepreneur.
Yep. The opportunity really matters, because if you don't provide this platform, they won't even have the chance to really start their entrepreneurial journey, right?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm also wondering, like, what is the percentage of people like finishing all the modules and entering business coaching?
Vivian, we actually started already with the implementation of business coaching last year. So, so it is still, we will not be able to give you a very good data of this, because we were then after the putting up of the program, online program, and the business coaches, it's still on the pilot stage. And so far, we already implemented about 2 batches of the programs.
I see.
It's not really an easy one, because it takes time. No, it takes time. It's a one-to-one, a business coach and a one learner. It takes time to be able to guide. So I can give the statistics, give us until 2022.
Okay.
This year.
I see.
Okay.
I'll wait for you.
Yes.
Keep in touch, okay? Okay, great. So I see that Tien-Ching is ready for answering the question. How do you explain if someone is capable of being an entrepreneur? How do you define it? Do you think all of your sisters from your program are equipped with the tools to be an entrepreneur? 大家从你们的 program 毕业之后，都是有办法成为一个创业家的吗？因为你们也有鼓励他们去成立自己的生意，做自己的店面啊，或者是到市场去。那要怎么样定义一个可以成为创业家的人才？
其实，在培训的过程当中，
有声音。
其实我们在培力他们的这个过程，其实我们就会发现到他来的动机，还有他的动力，还有他的行动力。那他的动机呢，其实我们就会有一个开始的时候就会去询问，你为何而来？然后呢，在这个动力过程当中呢，我们就会发现到他在这个他的积极度，再来就是他的行动力上啊，就是他的持续力。那我们透过不断的出去推广了以后，让他自己可以去评估说了他是不是可以从事这样子的一个工作，因为毕竟我们是做一个服务的部分，他自己的内在有很多自信心的部分，然后呢，我们会不断透过很多的推广，在这个服务的过程当中去看到他的热情啊，他的热度啦，还有他是否还仍然愿意热衷，那我们就从当中就可以感受到了他在这个从事这个工作，他自己本身透过我们的点线面，从我们这个点上，他自己从一个技术上的层面，后来他有没有持续在这样子的一个领域里面，不断去透过各方面的学习来精进他的那个动力，然后再来就是说，因为我们是团队嘛，所以姐妹他们在那个推广的时候，他们在做那个创业的时候，他是不是有伴？就是大家会互相比如说我们是比较以那种小的创业，比如说我们就是在那个点啊咖，我们在黄昏市场，我们在一些市场过程，然后就是去摆摊，就是以最少的成本，然后从这个小的成本里面那姐妹就会互相有伴的过程当中，会比较能够一起去持续完成这个工作的任务。
OK， 谢谢你的回答。那我来翻译一下。OK, quick translation. So Tien-Ching explained that what they provide is actually a platform for learning. So what they're doing is giving services for them to learn the skills and decide whether or not they want to start their business on their own. And having been running the program for several years, they found out that the motivation and intention while joining the program is actually very important to define if someone is capable of being an entrepreneur.
the motivation and intention would you can see that from like how they are active, how active they are in the program and how willing they are to learn during the training courses. So that's something you can tell from there. There's some potential you can see during the training. And also the other point that is really important for Tien-Ching is that they have this sisterhood, the companionship of all the sisters in the associations. They're working together towards the same goal, like providing their family, establish their own confidence. So it's very important for them to have this support system and just knowing that they can do the things they wouldn't imagine they can do before, but with like strong support from the association and the sisters. Okay, so that's the Tien-Ching part. So I guess I want to extend the question a little bit about entrepreneurship, since we have two project owner here, Iya and Emily. Do you always think that you will become an entrepreneur, or is it that there's a calling that is so strong that you must become an entrepreneur? 这个问题给怡雅还有 Emily， 就是你们一直以来都觉得自己会创业吗？还是自己会做这种 project 吗？还是有什么样子的动力让你们觉得自己可以成为一个创业家？这题延伸自刚刚给 Sonia 还有给Tien-Ching的问题。那我们请怡雅先回答。
OK， 好，那
You can do both in Chinese or English. I can do the translation.
OK。其实一开始就是不会觉得自己会创业，通常就是像当初只是觉得说，有一件事情很想做，就是想要让这个传统工艺被更多人去认识，然后让这群女性她们的努力可以被更多人看到。但是虽然一开始没有想要创业，但是当你想着说，我想要让他们作品被看见的过程当中，你发现说我们一定可能要有经济的来源，那我们可能为了要有经济的来源，可能要去做什么样的事情，所以渐渐的才会发展成就是我们要去做创业这件事。但其实原本不会想这么多，但你做了之后，你就会发现说，为了达成一件事情，你可能本来只是想要帮他们把产品用好的价格卖出去，然后接下来你就会发现原料不足了，我可能要从种植开始，然后可能这些农人们退休了，我们可能要去协助他们处理很多事情，所以渐渐的去把整个产业链重新建构起来。这个其实在一开始第一年一定是不知道的，但是你就每一年这样累积，然后到现在我们做成这样子产业链的整个规模这样子。对，是。
Okay, so quick translation for Iya. She never thought that she will be an entrepreneur before, but she was actually just working on something that she really believes in, empowering the local women and trying to save the craftsmanship of rush weaving, right? She wants all these traditional assets to be seen. And over time, she just realized that she needs some revenue to keep working on things. So that's why she started to deepen her business model in all these different ways. And at the beginning, she wasn't thinking about the whole industry pipeline. The supply chain seems a little bit too far for her. But once she got deeper into the whole thing, she just realized that sometimes the problem is from the material, sometimes the problem is from weaving, sometimes it's training program. So there's all these different problems they faced. They eventually just decided that they need to do as many things as possible to support the whole supply chain, to support the whole pipeline for all these assets to be reserved. 好，那我们下一个换 Emily。 Okay, that's welcome Emily.
其实我原本也没有打算创业，那我原本的工作是社工。那因为在社工的领域里面，其实我钻研了很久的原民的议题，尤其是部落妇女。那也因为长期看到部落妇女，她们可能经历过婚保或者是家暴等议题，所以在这一段过程中，我就在思考，假设她们一直在那个家庭里面无法 在婚姻暴力的状况下被拉出来的话，那他们的生命会是长什么样子？于是回到台东，因为台东又是位处偏乡，在一个比较资源匮乏的一个区域里头，所以我就亲自到了部落里面去，关心这些妈妈们。那其实很明显可以看见是这些妈妈，她们想要走出来，但是没有一个声音告诉他们说，你走出来是可以被坚持的。他们会害怕，因为担心他们又回到原来的样态里面。所以其实在协助这些部落妈妈的过程中，我看到的是来回的那个过程，就他可能会想要出来，但他可能遇到生活上的现实的时候，他又回到他原本家庭的状况。那当他遇到婚姻暴力或家庭暴力的时候，他又想要逃出来。所以我们如何在他逃出来的这个过程中奠定他好好稳定生活这个经济基础？于是我们找到了他们很熟悉的东西，就是阿拜。那也透过阿拜，我们做了商业模式的规划，以及跟他们的生命故事有怎么样的串联，所以也开启了我后续在创业上的一个故事的元素。
Okay, great. That's a great story. Thank you, Emily. So Emily was a social worker. She wasn't thinking about starting her own business. She wasn't thinking about being an entrepreneur. But as a social worker, a lot of times when she went back to Taidong, she worked with a lot of indigenous women. And many of these women are suffered from domestic violence and other kinds of violence. They sort of had a terrible life that they don't seem to have hope for the future, or they don't even believe in themselves that they can be independent without any revenue stream. So in order to help these women, Emily was thinking about like, what is the thing that could possibly let older women be familiar with and also willing to work on, and it's familiar enough for them to not be scared, because entrepreneurship and changing your lifestyle or leaving your family, that could be a really, really scary choice. So she just realized that maybe abai, the rice dumpling in the tribe, could be something that connects them with the business model. Like by producing all the rice dumpling, they can actually feel the connection with their traditions, and at the same time actually getting some revenue to support themselves. So it's a whole process of women's economic empowerment. Thank you, Emily. I would like to address the next question to, is there any service for them? Okay, so there's another question from Cherry. Is there any spiritual service for them during the training or after the training? Skills can be learned, well, heart shall be healed. I know, that's so important. So someone is asking that since many of these women and many of these learners that your organization empowered are people that are traumatized or they are wounded from their past experience. Is there any way that you also care about their mental health? 刚刚有人问的问题是，因为非常多你们这些机构在帮忙的人们，大家都是心灵有受过伤，或者是曾经经历过一些非常悲痛的过去的人。那这些人通常你们在训练的过程之中也会提供他们一些跟心理健康有关的服务吗？就是帮助他们的心灵也可以得到治愈。I'll first give Sonia the floor to answer this question about mental health. Oh, Sonia, you're muted. You're on mute. Sonia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mental health, that's really very important nowadays, especially nowadays. You know, in the iStar program, there are three components. Yeah, the access to training wherein the competencies are being taught, and also, you know, building the business mindset. Yes, this is the very, we truly support the gender and development, wherein, there is in this case the training of the women, and also, the sensitivity, you really have to be sensitive, and the information that includes in the training, the mental health. Now, not only that, because this iStar is a gender and development program also. Not only that, I said a while ago, there are 3 components, okay, wherein God is really, it encompasses, God is there. There is also one component, and that is the access to peer mentoring. That is the platform, or that is the venue wherein additional training, additional knowledge, the best practices, the experiences of women, entrepreneurs on how they went about their business, they talk about their experiences, even the bad side and the good side of it. And somehow that is also that opportunity for them to be able to learn the experiences of others and to address whatever the concerns and issues. So the women help, the women help each other in terms of the business side and the emotional side, their personal experience. So they heal each other. And that is that is a very good venue for them to be able to elevate their emotions, their feelings, what's happening in their families, what's happening in their communities. Because if one just listens, it's a big thing for one to be able to air out.
Thank you for bringing up that point. I think it's so important that people talks about their trauma. People just talk about their experience, and you'll feel a lot more. You will feel a lot better since you understand that there's actually someone there for you. You are not like suffering yourself. People are actually there to listen. Yes, so for Tien-Ching, you want to go next about mental health support? Tien-Ching 那个心理健康部分。
在天晴啊，在培力妇女的这一套那个技能的过程，其实我觉得我们是松筋，更是松心。松筋只是一套技能，但是妇女的那种自信心的建立，她的那个心里面内在的滋养是非常重要的。所以呢，在我们天晴里面，我们除了课程技术的安排以外，我们安排了很多自我探索的课程，生命故事的一个检视，还有我们对于就是说姐妹她们随时在跟我们出去外面做外展服务的时候，我们可以有很多的随机教育，然后去开阔了她的视野，然后让她知道她的生命如何创造的丰盛。那我觉得这个是我们天晴在一路陪伴姐妹的过程当中很重要的，然后让她们透过很多的服务他人的这个价值，然后又可以自我保健，又可以有一个就创业的机会，然后他又能够取之社会，回馈社会。我想这个都是我们在这个历程当中所给予他们交流跟分享的。
谢谢你。So one of the most important part I think Cho姐 mentioned is that they are not only doing massage for your body, it's also the massage for your heart. So when the sisters are learning the skills, there are actually programs also designed for self-development and also life experience sharing. And all of these are for the sisters to be able to talk, to speak up for themselves and to share and to feel the connection with all the sisters. And that's what Tien-Ching always wish that they can provide for the sisters. 好，我觉得很感人，非常感人，谢谢你们的分享。那下一个我请怡雅帮我们分享一下。
就是
OK，
好，我们合作这些妇女她们其实都是中年或者是比较老年，就是甚至到80-90岁这样子的一个年纪。那她们可能也许不是受过创伤，但是可能对她们来说，过去在这样子编织的一个工作， 对他们来说是自我认同比较低的，就是过去他们可能是因为家里经济环境不好，那他可能没有办法去学校念书，所以他只能够做这件事情。所以其实当我们初期在把邀请他们在做这件事情的时候，其实他们对这个产业的看法，或是对自己拥有这个技术，其实他们是非常可能有一点有些是偏向比较自卑，或者是自我认同比较低的状况。但是我们这几年其实透过可能邀请他们去，比如说我们办个展览，然后展示他们的作品，或者是让他们看看我们的消费者对于就是他们产品的一个就是看法。然后或者是说我们透过办一些就是他们的交流活动等等，你会发现他们在心态上有很多的改变，包含对这个自己有这个技术的认同，就他们会觉得自己做这件事情很有价值，甚至是他可能拥有了自己的经济能力，他可以给他的孙子零用钱，这件事情对他们来说会觉得哇，我好开心，我在80岁90岁我还有这样的能力，可以就是让我孙子说哦，好厉害，你可以透过这个然后赚零用钱给我这样，然后对他们来说是一件很值得骄傲的事情。所以这是我这几年观察下来，就是我们在推广这件事情上，不单单是单独的经济这件事，而是给他们的自信心，或者是说健康，就他每天做这件事情其实是可以让他身体健康的，我觉得是这样子的一个影响。
就像打麻将心智才不会退化是一样的。
对，一直有在动。
Okay, great. So what Iya is sharing is actually that not all the women that comes to their workshops or joining their program are traumatized. Many of them are actually they work on the rush weaving for several years, like in their maybe even their whole life. But in their whole life, they are not very proud of what they are doing, because rush weaving is actually something they do to support their family when they are poor, when they are young, right? It's something people wouldn't look up to. They feel underlooked many times doing this traditional craftsmanship. It wasn't even called craftsmanship before, because it's just something people do to make living, and oftentimes the skills are underestimated because people do not value this as a knowledge centered work. So during the program, Iya mentioned that one of the things that's most important is to build their confidence in the industry, to let them believe that what they're working on is actually quite valuable, and they can even like earn some money for themselves, and even earn enough so that they can give some money to their grandchildren. And that's very fulfilling for them, because they're already like 80 years old, and many of them I suppose they would just feel like they are redundant for their family. They are the burden of their family. But no, actually, they are the one that is also very, very productive and important. Thank you, Iya. Next, I would like to welcome Emily.
OK，因为这是比较心理的议题，所以如果以我们公司来说的话，我们大概会以家庭为中心。因为其实很多妇女外出工作，她必须背负着职业妇女的角色。那尤其是我们公司大概年龄层都落在35岁左右，所以其实职业妇女她同时要兼顾家庭主要照顾者这个角色，其实是两难的。那我们公司大概就站在一个友善的角度去告诉她说，我们公司其实会有 Family Day， 那 Family Day 是我们邀请伙伴的家人一起可能同游，或者是一起去聚餐。那其实透过那个过程中，我们可以去看见孩子跟妈妈或者是夫妻之间他们的亲子关系是怎么样。那其实这也能够让我们对于妈妈进来职场工作上的样态有一些了解。那其实我们公司常常会做生命叙说的团体，那个生命叙说是女人，你今天在家里发生什么事情，你都可以在公司好好的说话。那因为我们都是在同一个部落，所以其实他们对于部落之间，比如说谁家的猫咪怎么了，生了小猫，其实这种事他们都知道。 所以也因为这样，我们其实情感是非常紧密的。那因为这个紧密，在很多心理上的议题，也许没有諮商師的那麼專業，不過那確實是我們日常很多女性交流正向的能量的一個來源。對，以上。
了解了解，謝謝你的分享。So what Emily said is that for them, they focus more on the family side of the whole thing. So since they're encouraging a lot of women to join the workforce, a lot of family has changed the way they work after the mom is joining their company. So they held this day for the family, like family day, and asking all their staff to bring their family together with them, joining them. And for Emily, she will be watching them, she will be observing them and see how the relationship goes with the children and the mom and the whole family, and see how the dynamic really changes after the mom joining workforce. So that's a really important part. And the other thing that they really emphasize is that every woman has their own family, but outside of family, they still have a place to talk. They still have a place to speak up for themselves, and they still have a place to talk about their life experience. And it makes them more empowering and gives them agency, I guess, agency to really representing themselves. Okay, thank you. I guess there's still a lot of questions rolling in, but it's actually already 20 minutes after our session, and it's a pity that actually we have to stop here. But actually, I think we can provide all of you the contact of our speakers, right, Risa? Yes, okay. So the contact of our speakers will be provided by Tien-Ching in the chat box, right? Yes, okay. So if you have more questions for the speakers, and or if you find your stories very, very inspiring and you just want to show your appreciation for them, please feel free to contact them after the event. I would like to thank all of you for joining us today. It was an amazing event, especially the last part, like about all the mental health and healing discussion. It's so fulfilling, and I hope you all feel the same way as I did. The recording of this event will be fully displayed with Chinese and English subtitle on the YouTube channel of Kaohsiung Tien-Ching Women Wish Association. So if you want to review the video again and look into the stories again, you can find a video on the YouTube channel, and Risa and her colleagues will be sharing the information with us here. Thank you all again for joining us today. Hope you all enjoyed the session and wish you all have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye. 大家再见. How do you say bye bye in how do you say 再见 in Tagalog?
Hi, Tagalog. Salamat.
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 Salamat, everyone.
Salamat, Vivian.
Thank you, Sonia. It was so amazing.
Right.
Bye, everyone. Salamat. Bye bye. Bye bye.